Hey, what's going on? How my bulls? How my bull bays? Hope everybody out there is having a great one. It's Chase at Ever Bullish, the Stock Sherpa on YouTube, the first, greatest, and only portfolio manager to ever do it on YouTube. The Neil deGrasse Tyson of the stock market, explaining the universe to the average investor. I like that. So anyway, hey everybody, I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day. And I am here bringing you the Sunday recap on a Monday because of the holiday. I put out the article yesterday. Some of you may have already read it. If you haven't, follow along with me. We're going to get right to it. This is the Sunday recap. I go over what happened last week in the market. We talk sectors and we pick the stocks that we're going to trade the week ahead. We've had 7 out of 8 great weeks in a row of highly profitable trading. So jump on the train if you're not already here. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So we're going to go to everbullish.com. We're going to click on investing articles. All right, so a couple things going on here. The Stock Traders Almanac. I mentioned this in every video. I'm going to beat it into your head. If you need to buy one of these, go ahead and click the link in the bio. It'll take you to Amazon. You can buy that. You can pick up anything else you need from Amazon. That'll help me out as far as search engine optimization goes. But I read some statistics in my last video about the market going forward in the month of June. A couple things to note. First trading day in June, the Dow is up 26 of the last 33, down 4 of the last 5 trading days. That doesn't mean anything to me. I also made a video on how the Dow's not a great index, so let's not hammer that too much. The day after Memorial Day, Dow up 22 of the last 35, but down 5 of the last 6. Same thing. Not a ton of great correlations here, but there are some really neat ones on a daily basis, and there's some great quotes of the day that I'll spare you for time. All right, so I've got a couple of those notes on here from the Trading Almanac. You can go read them off the website. I don't want to waste the precious time that we have here on YouTube going over that. So visit everbullish.com/investing articles. Click on the Memorial Day one to follow along. All right, we're going to take an inventory of last week. What happened last week? Sector performance last week might surprise you. It surprised me. Further entrenching how bullish I am on LabU and healthcare and energy and a couple other trades. So communication services, the 5-day return of communication services was 2.46%. That's the highest. The next sector was consumer discretionary. Remember, that's a very, very hawkish type of sector to be doing well. When the consumer discretionary sector is doing well, that means the tech sector is about to follow. I taught you guys that in a couple of videos back. If you don't remember, that's a good refresher. So that was up 2.23%, then real estate, then industrials, then IT. The overall broad index, or the broad market, the S&P 500, was up 1.16%. So the laggards were utilities, healthcare, consumer staples, and energy. That's strange because we've been trading healthcare or biotech and energy, and we've been making money. How are we doing that? That's the Ever Bullish edge. That's how we do it. So keep it up. I'm going to go through those trades. Financials were right in the middle, still bullish on financials. Going to talk about that here in a second. So here are my swing trades. I'm betting on LabU even more than I already am. I made quite a bit of money last week in a couple option trades, as well as a couple good picks on QS and SOCL and NVIDIA. The NVIDIA option was a big casher as well. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take some of those profits off the table and then reinvest them in LabU. For the aforementioned reason, with healthcare being a laggard, IT being right in the middle, and then also just having the experience of having traded this thing for the last however many years. I know where it is. I know what it's worth. I'm also trading SOXL. I'm still holding SOXL. Well, actually, I cashed it on Thursday. I'm gonna jump back into that position because I know where it's going to go. So anyway, when it comes to the levered indexes, the ETFs, SOXL, LabU, the semiconductor of the NASDAQ, and the biotech of the NASDAQ, very bullish on both. They're 3 times levered. And that's what we do here. We live, laugh, and leverage, right? All right. UWMC. All right, so for swing trades, we got LabVIEW, we got SOXL. We also have WMC. I want to do it again. The hypothesis from last week still holds true. The Reddit army, the short squeeze, the story's still there. If you want to add a little bit of extra juice, you can buy the warrants, but don't get mad at me if they drop substantially, because warrants are levered as well. So the warrants are UWMC-WT. My strategy on these is buying them in the middle of the day, buying them at that 9:30 to 10:30 Central Time, so an hour after the market, hour and a half after the market opens, jump in, catch the pop, get back out, or hold it overnight and either hit a triple or strike out. So, pardon me. So that's where we are with that. So those are the two swing trades we got. The day trade names that I'm going to be doing this week. So add these to your watch list as well. We're following Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood, portfolio manager, Valkyrie woman, incredible portfolio manager, just a total boss babe all the way around. She's the investment strategist of AARK Investments. They have an incredible amount of capital, and they follow along with the strategy of ever bullish, which is be bullish, buy technology, buy innovation, and be greedy when others are fearful. And that's what they're doing right now. So we're just going to follow them. We're going to follow them today on day trades. So the day trades that I already liked, and now I very, very much like, after it was announced last Friday that AARK Investments is deploying a lot of capital in these four names. I'm going to follow these four names. It's going to be real easy. DraftKings, DKNG, NVIDIA, which we've already been on. NVIDIA, I'm going to say this again. NVIDIA is a killer. NVIDIA will have multiple double-digit returns over the next year or two. NVIDIA is not playing around. They have absolutely crushed their revenue estimates. They are lagging due to supply chain issues, but they are the backbone of innovation and technology. They're also a huge holding in SOXL, which we already own, and they just came out with their own cryptocurrency called GPU. I don't really love that. I don't really care about the actual coin or the token itself, but NVIDIA is the dream. This is very much kind of following along that buying of AMD back in the early 2000s. NVIDIA, it's already popped more than it ever should have. It's splitting, but it's still going to roll. So let it be an easy trade. So we're going to do DraftKings. We're going to do NVIDIA. We're going to do Palantir, PLTR. It's a former SPAC. It's been beat up. It is trading far below what it should be trading, and AARK Investments is throwing a ridiculous amount of capital into it. I'm just going to let it be an easy trade. No reason for over explanation. And then the final one I have on there is ETHE, which is the Ethereum Trust. Don't fire on that one either until you've waited about an hour, checked out the range, and then you can dump your cash into that. But those are the four names that I like this week. Three of those names, the DraftKings, the NVIDIA, and the Palantir, I expect to be up no matter what this week. Ethereum, I don't know, but we could get very lucky and catch one in the middle of the day and make 15 or 20% potentially. So that's going to be if it's the middle of the day lull and I see it down 8%, but I see that Ethereum's moved up when I check out my currency watch list, then I'm going to just toss some in there, pick up a couple percentage points and get back out. So those are my day trades. I'm getting a lot of questions about this, and I love the interaction. So I'm getting a lot of questions about why I wait until an hour after the open before I trade. Well, number one, that's what professionals do. You never go out there half-cocked and just decide to buy at the open. The amount of return for the amount of risk will never, ever, ever make sense. So if you learn anything, just learn that. Second, if it's a Tuesday, I want to see where the trading range goes, and I want to push for that turnaround. So I wait an hour, I check out the stocks. I'm not necessarily even sitting at the computer all the time, but I'm just pulling them up on my app and refreshing and seeing where the trading range is. And after about an hour, I typically have a good idea, especially if it's a stock that I've been trading for 3 months to 6 months to a year, of how it typically behaves from a pattern perspective. So that's real simple for everybody out there that's asking that question. That's the answer. You can check out the trading range that happens. You're going to tilt the odds in your favor at least a little bit. You're going to pick up 1 or 2 percentage points on the stock that you're trading by demonstrating that level of patience, or not even firing on a stock that you wanted to because you don't like what you see. Goldman Sachs, great long-term hold, very decent throughout the week hold. If we see that interest rates move up, that's a hedge to your portfolio. No reason not to have some in there. FAS is a hedge against your portfolio as well, and also an opportunity to make money. It's a 3-time levered on the financials. If the interest rate conversation comes back and your other positions go down, this will go up. It'll provide buoyancy to your portfolio. And if we're wrong on both accounts and nothing happens, which is most likely, we're still going to make money because banks still make money. I threw on a chart on here to show you guys the sectors that have performed the best throughout the year of the 1 year change. And I'm still just baffled by the fact that industrials are up over 52% in 1 year. Never thought I'd see the day. It's incredible. Materials are up 58%. I told you guys though, I don't trade that stuff because I don't like it. If you want to trade it, please do. But trading has to be fun. When I start doing analytics on a company that makes things like concrete factories, I just I zone out. So this is all about fun, and also all about investing in some of the laggards where we can get the best opportunity, and that's what we're doing. Bitcoin, thank God I'm out. I'm just so glad to be out of that. Hopefully you are too. When I wrote this article yesterday, when I wrote this blog post yesterday, it was at 35. Ethereum was at 2,300. Bitcoin was at 35,000. I do think Ethereum is the long-term winner, even the midterm winner of those. I think they're both going to be worth a lot more money. We've explained that in the past, but I don't like the volatility in it, and I don't like the fact that one tweet can send my entire investment portfolio spiraling, so I'm out on that. There are no great earnings this week. I might listen in on the Zoom call just because I'm interested in the company. If I do, I'll make a video about that. We got Zoom, DocuSign, Splunk, Cons, which is the retail electronics company. But for the most part, it's a very, very, very lazy earning week. Because of this, we got a shortened week from trading because today's a market holiday. We also have the first week of the month of June. We've got kind of the macro effect of graduation and people traveling. We have a lot of the selling. Maybe people I don't expect big volume. That's why I'm following Cathie Wood. That's why I'm doing a lot of these square trades. And that's what the hypothesis is for this week. We're still going to scrape some earnings, or we're still going to scrape some profits, I should say. That was really easy for me to say, right? Scrape some profits. All right. The long-awaited, often replicated, never duplicated. The trade of the week is on Palantir. I want you to get it an hour after open, or at least that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it about an hour after open. I'm going to trade it throughout the day. When it has a big up, I'm going to cash it and rebuy it. I'm just going to straight day trade this all day. PLTR, it's at $22.95. I don't see there being a ton of issues on this one. In the event it turns negative, I'm going to be using small amounts of the trading portfolio, throw it in Palantir. I think it'll carve off a decent return for the week. But most importantly, it'll have a lot of vol. And when it has volatility behind it, if I can catch it down 1% and sell it up 3% on a day, I'm going to do it. I'm going to rinse and repeat. I might even establish a position and hold it overnight. So that's the thought on Palantir. I know that it's not as sexy as some of my other trades, but, making money is not always sexy. But we're going to do it. So Palantir, Cathie Wood, AARK Investments, big institutional flows on a short trading week. You get it. You get the point. That's why we're doing this. Don't buy it until you see which way the market's going to go and you feel confident in it, and then fire away. That patience will be rewarded. Final, thank you for sticking to the end. So we are going to talk about the best option trade of the week. The best option trade of the week, in my opinion, is Arrival. So I got this pulled up on here. If you stick all the way to the end and scroll all the way to the end, all my bulls know this. I give you the best option trade of the week. My favorite option trade of the week, based on premium versus strike price, is a September, so 9/16, so the 16th of September options expiration is going to be Arrival, ARVL, the $20 strike with a $1.35 premium. That gives us June, July, August, and then half of September. That gives us 4 months. In 4 months, do I think that Arrival will be above $21.35? I do. Now, if that happens later in the period of that option contract, I'm not going to make any money, and it's going to be down for the most time. If that happens in the next month, I'm going to have multiple Let's just call it 30 to 40% returns. If it goes up to 25 in the next month, which I don't think is completely unlikely, if that were to happen, this option would be up well over 100%. That's how you cash options. I have a lot of questions about people on options. I'm a little bit morally conflicted about teaching everybody about them because the majority of option traders that I know have lost a substantial amount of money. And see, even some of the people that have followed me have done so because they are just so volatile and they don't have time to watch them. So I'm going to slowly release information on how to best trade options, only because I don't want to have that ethical qualm of, you know, giving somebody the rope to hang themselves. But remember, this is still fun, and it's not about being dictated on how you can or should invest. That's the whole ever bullish advantage. That's what it's all about. It is time for the self-promotion. So we're going to go do a teach back real quick. Arrival at the money September calls with a $20 strike price, selling for $1.35. That's the best call of the day. If you want to help Ever Bullish, the Ever Bullish Advantage, please tell a friend, tell a stranger, tell a neighbor, buy me a cup of coffee, or in this case, a Topo Chico on this Memorial Day, because I'm watching the market when you are out having fun, so you don't have to. I'm giving you the institutional knowledge that I have on how to be a best investor, so jump on the train, follow along. Please spread the word. We're going to do this. This is catching on great, and this is a really, really neat way to fight the bureaucracy and make money for the average Joe. All right, moving back up, we've got Palantir's the best trade of the week. So teach back, Palantir, $22.95. Don't buy it at the open, buy it about an hour or so in, or when you feel comfortable. There's nothing on earnings that are really moving the needle, so I'm not concerned about earnings. Bitcoin is it's just not anywhere that I want to invest right now. If you're about it or you have a strategy, keep trading it. I do like Ethereum better. We learned that consumer discretionary, that communication services, materials and utilities have been the best performing sector over the last year. Pretty incredible. And then we've got some laggards that we're investing in. We're following Kathy Wood. We're following Kathy Wood and some of her investments. DraftKings, DKNG, NVIDIA, double like it, double love it, buy it if you don't own it yet. NVIDIA, NVDA, Palantir, PLTR, data mining company, and we're going to be day trading on all of these. We're going to be trying to pick up 2 to 5 to 10% over the week, and we're going to be watching it like a hawk. We're not going to be sacrificing the immediacy of making a trade for the best price, and we're going to dip trade those, and we're going to day trade those. For swing trades, I like LabU. As always, I like SOXL, as the hypothesis was yesterday. And I like UWMC, and if you want to buy the warrants, buy the warrants. Only buy UWMC on a down day. Month of June, typically a sideways trading month. The overall historical average on the S&P of the month of June is a flat negative 0.5%, so 0.5%. Down in June. That's why you got to be a trader to make the money. That's what we do here. Chase at Ever Bullish, the Stock Sherpa on YouTube, the Neil deGrasse Tyson of showing the universe to the average investor and making it understandable. Please go to my website, check out a premium portfolio if you're interested. $75, rebalance, follow along. The Ever Bullish One podcast, all social media, Ever Bullish, LGR, AFG, LFG. Let's go, let's get rich. Enjoy Memorial Day.